It's time for your life boost, coaching tips, and help you be great. Coach Jessica is here helping us deal with money mindset. Good morning, Jessica, and welcome to Hometown Living.
Thank you. Good morning.
I always should say welcome back to Hometown Living.
Thank
so
you.
This is so strong because I think that so many of us have the wrong mindset around money.
Yeah.
And why is that?
It's just, I think it's a part of culture, it's a part of society, and I don't really think we learn what money really is or what it means or what to do with it. And unless we grew up with it, we don't really have those good strategies or good habits with our money.
How common is it that we do that, right? You go back to knowing what you knew when you were growing up,
Yes.
even though you're an adult and you can make your own decisions and make your own money, decisions, but yet we always go back to this is what my parents did or this is what I grew up with.
Because it's so familiar, and it just is so easy for us to default back to what we know or what's familiar rather than learning new habits or new ways of thinking about money. It's a lot easier in some ways to default back to what we've always known or always have done with it.
So if our mindset around money is negative, how do we change that?
The way that we feel about money. So money is just a tool. It's the relationship that we have with money, the energy we have with money that really has a lot to do with how we view money and where it goes and how much comes in, how much we spend. All of those things have a lot to do with the energy and the reasons why you hold on to your money or why you spend it so much.
It's funny because through my entrepreneurship days, they would always talk about a budget, and I hated the word budget because that meant when I heard budget, it was restrictive to me.
Yes.
And so I had to change the verbiage and call it a spending plan.
I love that.
Because then if it was a spending plan, then it was like, oh, here's what you can spend, where a budget meant to me. So talk about that, like the wrong connotations that we have about even the verbiage around money.
That's the biggest thing is like the way that we speak about money, and because we feel restricted. My husband used to do the same thing. He was like, we have to stay within this budget. And I would always tell him like, that makes me feel panicked. I feel like we don't have enough. And so we both started learning how to talk about our money, how to let go of limiting beliefs with our money, how to know that money is abundant. Money is not bad. Money is not good. Like it doesn't create happiness, but it does give you a lot of freedom to give to others, to do for others, to live and build a wonderful, beautiful life. So it's creating that relationship with money, that knowing it's endless and abundant, it's the way that we feel about it, and it's building that mindset mentality around money when we receive it and when we release it.
So talk to us and give us some tips on how to change that mindset so that we are in a positive framing of money.
Absolutely. So sometimes we think money is the root of all evil. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people have that, right? So how can we have more of empowering belief? Money is a tool I can use to do good for my family and the world. That feels a lot more abundant, right? Money can't buy happiness, like we just talked about. Instead of saying that, saying money is a tool that can be used to build a beautiful life. Money is hard to come by. Instead of that, you can say, I look for opportunities to work smarter, not harder. Because I think a lot of the times we also think we have to work really hard for our money. But what if we switched it to working smarter, not necessarily harder? And again, building that mentality that what I release and what comes in is built on the energy and the mindset, and saying thank you. When you receive money, thank you. Thank you. I usually say, thank you, Lord, for this money. I know that you're using it for good or whatever it may be. It's because you gave it to me. So having that mentality, I'm not good with money. I have a lot of clients who say, I'm not good with money. You can say, I'm learning to be good with money every day. So it gives you a more, it doesn't restrict you, but it gives you more of the freedom to say, I'm learning, I'm growing to be better with my money, to let go of the way that I handle money and have a plan in place to where you want your money to go. Because you're in control of your money. Money does not control you. So it's really learning, what do you want that energy to feel like? What do you want that plan? Make a 3-month plan of where you want to go, where you want to distribute, where you want to invest your money and what you want it to do, instead of, I just want more money. I just need more money. I just don't have money. Start thinking about where is it that it's going to go, and what's your plan for why you want that type of money or what you want to do with that money.
Well, and I think too, so many times people think, well, if I do it, and I know that I'm this way too. Well, if I do it this way now, then I got to do it this way forever. That's not true.
No.
You can do it this way for now and then check back in with yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what we do. We have a budget at home, and that's what we're in the process of right now is like, okay, here's the budget that we have, but what was our actual spending?
Yes.
Right? And then, all right, then we need to reevaluate that. And then you have to put time and energy
Yes,
into it.
you do.
Because if you let it go, it will run you.
Mm-hmm.
It really will. If you don't tell where your money where to go, it's going to go wherever you put it.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that my husband and I did as well and still do. We have monthly meetings where we look at our numbers, we look at what's going in and out. Like you said, we have those conversations to be realistic. Where do we need to pivot? Where do we need to change? What do we need to adjust? And I don't think we have those conversations enough, or we don't really take the time to look at where is our money going and how can we pivot and change some things. So it doesn't have to be so restrictive or this is the only way to do it, because life is always changing and it's ebb and flow type of thing.
I love that. And I love those tips that you gave because it really is our mindset around the money, and it's a tool.
It is.
So that's wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
If you
you.
would like to learn more about Jessica and A Thriving Mind, just head over to their website, athrivingmind.org, and don't forget to follow her on social media.